fail, bye-bye. You fail the second stage, bye-bye. You fail the third stage, bye-bye. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time, my name is Jess, and on my channel I talk a lot about career, any tips that could possibly help you through your career or even start your career, and a lot on lifestyle, travel and whatnot. In today's video I'll be sharing two stories. Like, I have so many stories, but these two stories really stand out for me, and I just ghosting is very regular. Like, it's a normal thing. It's not a good thing. It's not a fair thing, but it's a pretty common and normal thing, especially in the job world. Even people who are like entrepreneurs seeking businesses or looking for clients, it's normal. They'll ghost you sometimes, but there's levels to ghosting. You know, so some people have felt ghosted because they applied to a company and didn't hear back from the company at all, you know, like they didn't even get shortlisted. So that kind of ghosting, normal. Like, it's still a pretty normal thing. Do you understand? Doesn't really pepper you like, oh, I applied but I didn't hear back from them, so I guess I'm not shortlisted. But you see that level of ghosting, that they're already talking money with you, you're already at offer stage, or let me just get into it. So the first time that I was majorly ghosted, like I said, there are levels to this ghosting thing. I'm not talking about that first or second level. Did I mention the second level? So in case I didn't, the second level of ghosting is when you get interviewed, whether it's first or second stage, and then we just don't hear back from them. So you are waiting for them, hoping they get back to you, or you know, you can also assume that they moved on. But the third level and layer of ghosting is that one which I'm going to be sharing today, which is the one where it's like, you know, they've come to you to make you an offer. They've told you, they've even told you, guys have discussed as much as numbers and start dates, and then you're still waiting for them till today. It was what felt like my first offer. I went for this interview. By the way, I'm not going to be naming names because I'm not here to bring any company down. So the first time was in 2013 or 2012, and I went for an interview, and this interview, it was a full day interview. This was one of the times where I actually did not have a job. You know, I was fresh out of NYSC. I was actively searching, and I was one of those people who did not want to rest. I didn't want to stay at home to rest. I was really thinking about, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What kind of job? I didn't know what I wanted to do, FYI. I just knew that I needed a job to start, and I can start to build my career from there. Like, whatever the job was, I was pretty open. And you know how I fell into HR, another story which I think I've shared before on my channel. Sorry for this interview. I actually went with a friend slash classmate at the time who wasn't even invited for the interview, but I let him know that, hey, these guys have called me for an interview, and then he also showed up. So we were there. We were maybe about 50 people. It was a lot of people. So I was there. You know, we were sitting. We waited our turn. There was a long wait, right? Long story short, we went through an assessment. We went through like 2 interviews. Everything was a full day's interview. So meaning, let's say I got there by like 8, 9 or thereabout. I was there till about 4, 5. Just imagine that I went to work 9 to 5. That's exactly what I felt like. So after all 4 to 5 stages of recruiting process in that one day, from 50 people or even more, we're in different rooms, we were shortlisted on that same day. So it's like the first assessment, you fail, bye-bye. You failed the second stage, bye-bye. You failed the third stage, bye-bye. That's how they were doing it. And then I and my friend, coincidentally, this friend of mine that I called, we were the last men standing, literally. So out of all that crowd, we were the finalists, and we were made an offer right there. We were not told what we're going to earn, or don't get me wrong. Let's say we had this interview on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I don't remember the day. It could have even been a Friday, but they gave us a start date. And you know, with like graduate offers, sometimes they don't even tell you what you're going to earn. It was a pretty reputable company. It was one of those companies that came into the market and everybody wanted to work there. They had all types of roles, customer service. So we're just like, anyone they give us someone, we're just going to take it. At least we don't have experience. Like, who are we? When you don't have experience, you don't really have any value to bring, you know, apart from yourself, your personality, your individuality. That's all that we have, no experience whatsoever. And then they made us this offer. We were so excited. Oh my God, we couldn't believe it. I felt so good at the end of that day, no matter how stressed, how starved I felt. But it was like, this was worth it. And then they said they would send our offer letters to us on Monday. In fact, they said congratulations, you guys, to today. Till today, there's nothing from them. And so right now, I've judged them, but it's interesting because, you know, as time went by, you know, I even made friends there. I've hired people from there. It's closed, right? But that was one major ghosting story that just kind of, and you know, as a fresh graduate, you just wanted to get a job. And imagine someone telling you congratulations and then never hearing back. That was a different level of heartbreak that I don't think that relationships can give you. That's like, yo, nah. So the second time that I was ghosted, very fresh one, this one is not too long ago. I'm talking less than 2 years ago. Very fresh, very fresh. You know, I wasn't even applying. I wasn't looking for a job. They reached out to me. I said, oh, I'm not really searching. Like, no, let's have a conversation. We started to have the conversations, and, you know, I had 2 interviews done. What felt like chats, it was just a conversation, really. It was healthy. It was nice. It was that type of conversation where, you know what, even if I don't get an offer or I don't join your company or I don't accept to join your company, you've built, you know, I felt like we had built like a network or some relationship there. Because you never know, you know, I'm very big on my network. I love networking. I love ensuring that, you know, no matter the outcome, whether we get the job or we don't get the deal, like whatever, you know, just make sure that you know each other, and that's okay, right? So long story short, they called me to make me an offer. This was like less than a week conversation, and an offer was made. Wrong, it was great, but because, like I said, I wasn't particularly interested in joining that company. But you know, things happen, and there are certain things you should consider. That, like, okay, let's just see how it goes, right? So I had asked them for, I negotiated a little bit. I negotiated a little bit just to, you know, see if I could get more than what they had offered. And, you know, they said that they were going to get back to me, and I'm still waiting for them. I'm sharing these stories just so that you know that I've also gone through these things. You know, so me sharing the tips that I share is based off my personal experiences as a job seeker, as an employee, and of course as someone on the inside as well. So I've tasted both worlds. I know what that feels like. You know, ghosting is a pretty common thing in the world. Like, companies need to know that it's okay if you can't afford someone or you don't want to go as high as they want you to go. Let them know that, hey, you know what, we can't do it. You know, we're moving on. Let them know and close the loop. So right now, I feel like they've burnt the bridge between us, because relationships are super important, even if things don't work out the way both parties or either party plans or wants. In any case, thank you for coming to my TED rant. If you are you know, an active job seeker, I wish you all the best, and I pray that you take ghosting well, like I did, because I didn't get mad, I didn't call them, I wasn't, you know, I moved on, okay? And I got a better thing for moving on. So I'm less worried about these guys. But more importantly, like, just think about it from an angle of, you know what, it's okay. More and better will come your way. Don't focus on the negatives or the disappointments too much. Thank you guys for listening and staying with me to this point. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and give this video a thumbs up. And of course, feel free to turn on the post notification bell just so you get notified when I post new videos. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.